Welcome to the Renewable Resource Atlas of Saudi Arabia. This short Atlas tutorial video will help you in getting started making maps and graphs and downloading data. You can access additional help from the Help menu in the top menu bar, including a list of frequently asked questions. You can access the Atlas by clicking the Launch the Atlas picture on the home page, or by clicking on the Maps and Graphs menu item at the top of the page. There are two levels of access: public users and registered users, or users which have requested a login from K.A.CARE. As a public user, you can see the location of solar and wind monitoring stations in the map, and you can create maps of modeled data which provide coverage of every single point in the kingdom. As a registered user, or a user which has requested a login, you can map monthly data from solar and wind monitors, as well as download data and data summary reports. First, send a login request to obtain a username and password. You will automatically receive a username and password via email that will give you access to monthly data. Then click on the login link. After you log in, you will be able to map, graph, and download monthly data. If you are interested in obtaining access to finer scale monitor data, such as daily or hourly solar or wind monitor data, use the Contact K.A.CARE button on the Contact Us page. Daily and hourly data will be free or available at no cost through mid-2014, after which payment may be required for some data and users. Now let's talk about making a map. After entering the Atlas, a map with monitoring stations appears. Layers can be added to this map by clicking on the boxes in the layer tree table on the left-hand side. For resource data, such as data from solar or wind monitors, first select a date range from the date selector on the far right side, such as 2013, September. Note that because the monitors have not been installed for one full year, simply selecting a year will not provide any data. You need to log in by requesting a login in order to see actual monthly data. Be sure to click the refresh symbol on the far right hand side in order to see the data layers that you have selected for the selected time period. You can look at the Legend tab to understand what the symbols and colors mean on the map. You can also click on the Metadata tab to get more information about the selected data sets and their sources. Now let's talk about making a graph. In order to make a graph, you have to be a logged-in user. Once you have logged in, you will see that a graphing button appears on the left-hand side. Graphing can be started by using this button and selecting the type of graph that you would like to make, whether it's time series, scatter plot, or a historical comparison of monitor data, satellite data, and historically collected data. Once you have clicked through the menus, click the Generate Graph button, which will appear in a pop-up window. From that graph, you can also see the data in a table form or download the data. In order to download data, you must be logged in as a registered user. Resource data, such as solar and wind resource data, can be downloaded in two ways. To download a small amount of data, such as several days' worth, create a graph using the Graph button. Then the data for that graph can be downloaded by clicking on the Download Data button. This works well for small data sets. If you're interested in downloading a larger amount of data, start from the Download Data button on the top menu. From this menu, select the parameters of interest, starting from the top and left. When complete, click on Add to Cart. Then you can view your cart where the data can be downloaded. You will receive an email to your registered email account when this data is packaged and ready for downloading. To request download of daily or hourly data, click Contact Us to identify the time period, parameters, and stations of interest, and K.A.CARE will respond. Finally, if you are only interested in summary data from a specific wind or solar resource monitoring station, you must be logged in and you can access the Reports tab at the top menu. From here, you will be able to select the stations and time periods of interest, and you will be able to save the report or download it. This completes the short tutorial of getting started with the Atlas. We encourage you to explore and use the Contact Us button for questions or feedback. Enjoy the Atlas.